When a dashboard gets good descriptions, the upstream tables that feed it usually don't. And manually copying that context column by column is the kind of work that either doesn't get done or gets done inconsistently. In this walkthrough, we'll use the Atlan MCP to identify upstream relationships from a dashboard asset, validate the proposed changes, and propagate a description to every connected upstream asset in a single workflow. No copy paste, no tickets. Starting from a dashboard, we open its lineage view. This is how we establish the upstream relationships we'll be writing to. The lineage map shows exactly which tables and columns are feeding this asset. Drilling into a specific column makes the propagation target concrete. We can see right away that this column has no description, and it's coming in from two upstream tables. One has a weak description, the other has nothing at all. This is the gap we're closing. Before we propagate anything, we need to make sure we have the right description in place. We set a clear, accurate description directly on the column here in Atlan. Whatever we write at this step is what will travel upstream, so it's worth getting right here. With the description in place, we move to our LLM, which is connected to Atlan through the Atlan MCP to run the propagation. The Atlan MCP gives the agent a set of tools to work with, searching for assets by qualified name, traversing lineage, and updating assets directly. We start by asking the agent to locate the column by its qualified name in Atlan and retrieve its current description. Doing this in a first step lets us verify the agent has found the right asset before we authorize any writes. Looking at what comes back, we can verify the column name, its qualified name, and the description we just applied. All correct. This is the review and validation step. The agent shows its work before touching anything upstream. Now that we're satisfied the source asset is right, we send a second prompt. Fetch the description from this asset and copy it to all upstream assets. The agent traverses the lineage on its own from here, using the relationships already recorded in Atlan. The agent surfaces exactly which upstream assets it intends to update, a warehouse column and its parent column, and asks for explicit permission before writing. Approving here triggers the write to all identified assets in one pass. Back in Atlan, we can see the description has landed on both upstream assets. The column that had a weak description now has the right one. The column that had nothing now has something, consistent with what's on the dashboard. What just ran in seconds would otherwise mean opening each upstream asset individually, copying a description, pasting it, and saving, repeated for every column in scope. The Atlan MCP handles the lineage traversal and the writes. Your role is approving the right description at the source and confirming the update before it goes out. The metadata stays consistent and the judgment stays yours. Beyond individual columns, the same pattern scales to any asset type that participates in Lineage, tables, data products, and more. And that propagation isn't just for descriptions. It can be for tags, ownership, or even attaching terms. But what if you don't have a glossary fully built or that is stale and outdated? The Atlan MCP can accelerate that entire process, and that's what we cover in our next video.